Hello, everyone. This is our AMB class number 3. So we're going to move right along with what we have to do here today. So in today's class, we're going to cover some conversation reviews. I actually have a few conversations, screenshots to share with you guys and tell you what I think about them. We're going to talk a little bit about presenting and also a little bit about handling objections. Oh my gosh, and now I remembered I totally didn't even pull the slide for the handling objections. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find it for you guys super quick in the end. This is how my day went. So let's get right in it. We're gonna review some conversations. So I left it open to all of you, whoever felt like they wanted to share your screenshots. Maybe your conversation went kind of down to the left side or somewhere in a funny way, and you maybe wanted some advice as to if there was anything you could have done differently. So this is not to judge anyone. This is just as a learning experience. In fact, I'll share a couple. Actually, I'm going to share 3 of my conversations with you guys as well, because I am working alongside with you guys. And I just wanted to show you some stuff. But this is not from me, but it's from one of you. So it looks like this was a conversation, and there's another slide here for that as well. But this was sent after she had popped the prospecting question, whether she's interested, and then this lady had taken a hair quiz. And then the lady was asking here, I'm just gonna read it out just in case it's too small. So the prospect was saying, okay, so for convenience sake here, just because my daughter doesn't allow me much time on my cell, say I did buy your product suggestions, what would it all cost? So she's asking what the products that popped up on the hair quiz would cost her. And the market partner was saying, hi, name. So firstly, I want to make you aware that these products are concentrated, so you use far less than you would with regular hair care products, so they will last longer. I absolutely love that you put in this part, because oftentimes people see our price point and they automatically think it's too expensive. So I love that part. And then you went into the cost of products. The cost would be renew this much, restore this much, heavenly hydrating mask, clarifying shampoo. This is honestly where I would have personally done it a little bit differently, because it just seems like a lot of numbers and it all adds up to a whole lot all at once, and it kind of may scare people away. Looking at the product selection that was recommended to her, like renew, restore, and a mask, although the mask that was recommended is not from the hydration system, but I would have just given this lady a price for the hydration system. I would have told her that, the cheapest way for you to go based on the results that you got would be the hydration system. And then go into the options that, okay, for retail, it's, in Canadian dollars, $129, if it's in US, $99. As a VIP customer, your price would be this and this much. And as a market partner, you could save 30%. So I would kind of simplify the whole thing so that there's only a couple numbers showing instead of so many, because sometimes people just get overwhelmed. I know our brains work way faster when it comes to numbers and everything, but for people, it may seem too much. So this is, I think, what I would have done. Just say about the concentration, which is excellent. And then say, based on the products that the hair quiz suggested you, I'd recommend getting going with a hydration system, retail, VIP, market partner pricing. What option seems like the best for you? But then this conversation went on. So you went through the VIP, market partner. Again, I wouldn't have put in all the product back prices, especially the 700, because that's all that she's gonna remember. She's gonna be like, that was a $700 shampoo. But also, instead of saying, let me know if you have any questions, I look forward to getting you started, I would have said, which of these 3 options sounds like the best option for you? Because when you say, let me know, they oftentimes will never let you know, or it's like you lose control of the situation. But if you propose them with a question that says, which of these 3 options sounds like the best fit for you, it kind of makes them feel like they're in charge of deciding, although really it's you that's guiding the conversation. So, but the part where you say, I look forward to getting you started on these wonderful products, that's awesome. And then the lady was saying, hey, well, after crunching numbers and after having Kate's birthday this month, I may have to hold off a while. It's just really hard to stomach near. So this part I feel like could have been prevented if the first part was handled a little bit in a simpler of a way. I hope that this makes sense. But the way you are right now, obviously we can't go back. We can't tell her, forget everything, let's start over. You said in the end, no worries. I will let you know about our sales that come up monthly, which may help you get in earlier. Take care. And the person's name. I wasn't supposed to show that, but it still doesn't. It is still anonymous. So, so here too, instead of the no worries, honestly, I think I would have said, no worries. I totally get it that, you know, the timing may not be right for you. Would you like me to keep you posted about upcoming offers and promotions? So that's again kind of like a question that makes her get back to you. Because right now it's kind of like, it may come across pushy for some people saying that that's what you will do, but just asking her. So hopefully this was helpful. I'll show you a couple others here. There was one, these ones, I'll just be brutally honest, these are my own, and this just happened like yesterday night, and I was like super excited about that. Not yesterday night, but afternoon. So, because I have pretty much, I feel like I have burned through my warm market right now, so I'm going after a cold market a lot. And these are some of the kind of the bare bones scripts that I have shared with you guys before. So I know it's small, so I'll read it out. But I found, just because our products were featured on the City Line Ladies TV show recently, right? It was just last week. I've been going through social media, like looking for the word City Line, see who comes up and why they come up with the word City Line. I ended up finding this girl who is a model, and she was apparently on City Line also last week as a makeup model. So I was like, okay, game on. So I went, hi Maria, I'm in love with your page. Looks like you do some cool stuff. So pay her a compliment. This is a bit random, but because you're stunning long hair, and I noticed you modeled on City Line, I just have to ask, have you tried Monat non-toxic hair defying hair care yet? And if not, would you be open to trying samples? We were featured on City Line just last week. So I love using that City Line thing because it adds credibility. My long-haired ladies love how manageable and silky their hair is from it. If not, that's totally cool. I'm looking forward to more content from you. She says, hi, thank you so much. No, I haven't tried that brand yet. Can you tell me more about it? So she's totally open. I could have done a couple of things differently here. I could have sent her to a third-party tool, which we're going to actually be talking about today. But in this case, I didn't. I just felt like the conversation was kind of coming naturally. So I said, yes, of course. I had noticed on her page that she was into things that were vegan and non-toxic and whatever. So I was like, okay, I'm going to put really emphasis on those things. So I said it's vegan, non-toxic, manufactured to the EU standards, based on essential oils like Abyssinian from Prince Edward Island, knowing that she was Canadian. What's different about this line is that we have actual targeted solutions for different hair types that are clinically proven to work. She says, oh, that's great. I said, now that everyone is so conscious about ingredients, it's quite hit among ladies especially. Would you like to try samples? She says, yes, that would be great. I'm really into more organic products, so that's amazing. So I was like, you know, smart ladies, so many people are still living under the rock and don't even think of reading labels. I'm excited for you to try what we have out. What's a good address to send a sample pack out to you? So she gave me her address, and we've been going back and forth after this exchange. But I find that this kind of a little bit of a storyline or exchange usually results in me being able to send them samples. And then after I have sent the samples, I don't drop off the face of the earth. I still keep going, asking them questions about what they do, and just showing curiosity, so that it doesn't seem like I'm just out there for the hair care. So there's just one that was successful. I do have another one here. So this was super similar. These things have moved around, not that it matters really, but Anyway, I don't know where this one came from. Anyway, oh, these ones were up here. I was just trying to like hide the names, not that I don't trust you guys or whatever. So with this one, similar thing. So hi, Melanie. This was just a random person who I found when I was searching for hair-related, hair and beauty-related things on Instagram. It's great to be connected here on Instagram. Thanks for the follow. I love your page and the fact that you do love shoes. I'm a bit obsessed too. So there's a compliment and there's a connection point, something in common. This is so random, but I'm just curious if you have tried Monat non-toxic hair-defying, age-defying hair care yet. And if not, would you be open to trying samples? My ladies love how it makes their hair look and feel. If not, that's totally cool. I'm looking forward to more great content, shoes from you. So I was trying to be a little bit funny and kind of lighter. She says, hi, how are you today? I love hair products and would love to try your products. I just have an issue with my hair, like jackpot. I have too many hair. She's French, so her language is maybe a bit interesting. I have too many hair, too thick, and it's very long, so it will take more product to cover all my hair. If it's not the problem, I'd be happy to test it. I figure that you need my address, so let me know what you need as information, please. Thank you. And so we went back and forth. I'm glad you told me. While most ladies would do anything to get thicker hair, it can be harder to manage. I'll just send you more product. That's no problem at all. What's a good mailing address for you? And so we just kind of went back and forth, and she gave me her address. I told them that I'm going to mail them. And so we're kind of chatting on right now. So I'm telling you guys, just I personally, especially with cold market, I love that quick disqualification, quickly finding out yes or no. Am I wasting my time? Am I not wasting my time? With some people, I feel like I need to warm them up a bit more. And usually if you kind of trust your kind of that feminine intuition, you kind of know which people kind of need warming up more. The next one is a really good example, which actually did not work out at all. So I just wanted to share it with you though. So with this one, I always recommend being in groups where there's other people that share the same interest as you. So this was in a Louis Vuitton group. So because I have a thing for purses. So, so I had put up a post, something about, you know, being thankful for having this home business that helps me support my whatever purchasing habits or my whatever purse habits. So there was like 26 ladies that all wanted information about what I do. So that happened in January. So this was one of the ladies who wanted more information. So, hi Erica, how are you? Happy New Year. I love meeting fellow Louis Vuitton lovers. She says, hi Bille, I'm well and yourself? Same here. I just shortened it. LV tends to bring people together from all walks of life. I said, right, it's so amazing. Former optician and eye clinic manager here. What do you do? So building that rapport, she tells me of how she used to be a facility manager and all these things that she used to do, and came out that she was hoping to become a clinical psychotherapist. So I was like, okay, this lady's smart. She like is into academic type of stuff. And so she said, I'm currently studying for board, so I currently do not work. I said, wow, you're amazing. Going back to school, especially once you have kids, is no joke. Good for you. You must love the medical field a lot. So she keeps going on and on. And, you know, we went back and forth a few times. So at one point, we got to the point where she tells me that, where was that? I just wanted to come to the point where I prospected her. Yeah, so she went through this whole thing how one of her triplets or something ended up, triplets, and two of them died, and there was like a crazy story behind it. So anyway, lots of connecting going on, and I said, in the end, oh my gosh, quite the story going through. That time must have been so hard on you. I can't even imagine. I'm so sorry. And but yes, and then she said, yes, but I'm healing mentally and physically. Now I'm looking to find modes of income. So if you dig deep enough with some of these people, you get to the point where it's like, okay, now is the time to pop the question. And I said, you know, I'm glad you're doing a little better. Sending hugs. I don't know if what I do is a fit for you at all or not, but we do have lots of stay-at-home moms doing well with it. Would you be open to checking out more info? She said, yes, ma'am. Thanks for the virtual hugs. And then I said, scroll down to the last one. I sent her the influencer video. Your influencer videos are all under your website, your Monat website. Like for me, it's pila.mymonat.com. Yours is whatever, /influencer. And the last video is kind of about the opportunity a bit. So I sent that one to her. Can't wait to hear about your thoughts and answer questions. See if this is something you can see yourself doing. And if not, that's totally cool too. She says, you were right. And I said, what do you mean? I'm sorry, I didn't see the second part. I do not feel that it would be a good fit for me. So that was kind of a funny one, because it's like, you were right. I'm like, I know, I'm always right. No. It was just kind of a funny one. So anyway, so this was all fine. I was like, no worries at all. I totally get it. I said no to it 3 times until my husband said to do it. It was funny, but glad he pushed me. What are some of the other things you'd see yourself doing? So I'm actually keeping this conversation going with her, because you never know, because she may be like, oh, well, maybe I want to take a closer look after all. So that's my biggest tip with anybody, unless they tell you that they, do not ever contact me again. Keep that conversation going, see what they're doing. If they're on social media, see what they have been up to, bring it up, pay a compliment, and kind of just change the topic. But if you kind of keep it going, even like once every couple of weeks, you say something, you'll find that they will trust you more, and they will, sorry, my husband is distracting me. So you, yes, okay.
Hi guys.
He's saying hi.
Hello.
Thank you. See ya. Okay. Okay, so sorry about that. So yes, so even if you touch base with those people, I would keep this, like this is a person that I'm keeping still on my list, because she hasn't said like, no, don't ever contact me. She just said that she doesn't think that this is for her. That's totally fine. So right now we're going back and forth about all these different ideas, and I've told her a couple of things that some of my other friends are doing outside network marketing. So she feels like I'm coming from the point of helping. So there we are for these things. As we're going onward with this AMB class, feel free to shoot me any of your screenshots if you want anything sort of reviewed or any ideas. Not that I'm ever perfect, but I have figured out a couple of things that definitely do not work and some things that work better, so I'm willing to share. So feel free to send them in, and I promise to blank out names. So let's talk a little bit about it. So when you prospect, like last week you prospected, if you completed the homework, you would have prospected 10 people from your list. So if they said yes to more info, if you haven't figured that part out yet, or if you haven't responded to them, this is going to help you. So now what are we going to do? I wanted to talk to you a little bit about third-party tools, because why the third-party tool? Why couldn't you just tell them everything? And I mean, with a couple of these conversations, yes, I didn't use a video, and sometimes it just goes that way. And at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world, but it's always best to use some sort of a tool. So, because our job as network marketers, it's not to be our job is not to be the expert and not to explain everything ourselves. And why that is, it's because for duplication. So if you're prospecting somebody, especially for the business part of things, and if you explain everything to them yourself, ingredients and Capixel and Procataline and oh my gosh, the DHT hormone, they're going to completely rule out the part. Most people will rule out even doing the business, because they will think that this is so much. It's like going back to university. This is too much. But if you use a third-party tool, it's going to be something that even a brand new market partner can do. It's just pointing them to a tool. If they want more information on the business, you point them to a tool. If they want more information on product, you point them to a tool. So even a brand new market partner can do it, and even those who are super busy in their life and they just don't have time to explain things. So like I always like to say that our training of new people starts the moment we start prospecting them. The harder and more complicated you make the prospecting part and showing them how things are done, um, the less likely they are to join, because they don't want to be an expert. Most people don't. So you want to make that prospect feel like they can do exactly what you are doing. So our job is to literally show people where things are, but not, give a lecture ourselves. And it's going to save you a ton of time, you guys. It's unbelievable. Like, imagine being able to send like a 15-minute video to people versus you having to explain everything inside out yourself over and over and over to all these people. It's going to take you so much more time. So what are some third-party tools? It's not just videos. There's so many different options, you guys. So, but it can be a pre-recorded video, and it's usually said that it's best if someone else is presenting, so that they feel like, oh, I can share the same video with people if I decide to start doing this business. And you can even say to people, if you want more information about the business, I'm happy to share this video with you. If you ever decide to do this business, that is exactly the video that you would share with your people. So there's that. Third-party tool can be a three-way chat on Messenger with your upline. Add your upline, add yourself, and add your prospect, and you can just say that, hey, Mary, I would love for you to meet my upline, Corinne. Corinne has done this business for a little bit longer than I have, and she's amazing at answering questions. I just wanted the two of you to meet, so you, Mary, could ask any questions that you have about the business or products or whatever. Just initiate that sort of a contact so that the prospect feels that, oh, there's more people than whatever you out there. There's help out there. I don't have to do this alone. So that's another way. It could be as easy as PDF file. If somebody says that, oh, can I get more information about the Classic Confidence system? You can go to the back office resource library, look up the PDF for the Classic Confidence system. It explains the benefits, ingredients, the products that are included in the kit. You can just send them that one. That's a third-party tool. It takes the explaining out of your way. What else? It could be a three-way phone call. I know a lot of people these days consider it old school. I still find myself doing them now and then for our team members. But I myself, I no longer generally use three-way phone calls myself, like with my upline Mandy or Tony. If I need anything three-way wise with a person, I usually pull them into a three-way chat. But I tend to mostly just use videos myself. Another option, which is a super simple one, and I know a lot of you are using it, is our ATM group. It's called Discover Monat with Team Freedom Factory. I'll go into it a little bit more here. But it's one of the easy ways for you to introduce somebody to the business or the products without having to do anything too crazy. Plus, there's so many benefits of them being added to that group. So let me go into it in just a little bit here. But before I close off the third-party tools, another great third-party tool is Hair Quiz. So one of the conversations that I reviewed earlier, that person had used the Hair Quiz. You'll find your Hair Quiz under hairquiz.monatglobal.com/your username. So whatever you use in the beginning of your Monat website, that's your username. And you can send people there. So don't feel like you have to follow the results that come through that Hair Quiz 100%. A lot of times it gives people like, 6-7 different products, and it may be just too much for somebody to go with. I usually just glance it over. I'll see what products were recommended to them. And then I kind of see that, okay, what basic system would be good for them to start with? Like hydration, volume, do they need something for hair loss, things like that. And by the way, if you have never gotten any Hair Quiz results, or if this is new to you, all the results, if somebody takes your Hair Quiz, the results of that go to your back office email section. So you will get an email with the results, with the person's name and email address and their phone numbers, so you can follow up. So I tend to check my Monat email like at least once a day, just to make sure that there isn't something new there. So there is that. So let's talk a little bit about the ATM method, the group that's called Discover Monat with Team Freedom Factory. What is this about? Some of you may have heard about it. I know some of you are using it, but it may be completely new to some of you. So ATM method, this is not my method. This was actually invented by one of my good friends from a totally different company. So I'm not taking credit for the method, but it's working so well. And I just love it for that reason, just because it's simple. And even a brand new market partner who signed up 5 minutes ago can utilize it to start prospecting. So what does it stand for? A stands for add. You add them to the group, which is the Discover Monat with Team Freedom Factory. That's our team's prospecting group. We don't let any outsiders in, only our team members and whoever you bring in there. T means tag. That means that you would tag the person in any sort of relevant information that they're looking for. And M means message. So after you're done adding and tagging them, you would message them to keep the conversation going. Oh, I went a little bit slow with these things, but yes. So A means add to our ATM group, which is the Discover Monat with Team Freedom Factory. Alternatively, you can also send them the link to the group and ask them to join themselves. Right now, Facebook has changed the way we can add people to groups. So after you add them, you have to either tell the person that, okay, this is the group, go and say that you accept the invite, or just send them the link and tell them to join the group themselves. After that's done, tag them in a video. So if they're interested in the products, I would just put in product knowledge in that group, and you're gonna get the video from Renee Vaca. She's a hairstylist in Seattle, one of our team members, and she does a really great product knowledge video. So you can tag them in that one. If they want to see results from hair loss clients, or somebody that needs more volume, or maybe curly ladies, whatever it may be, you can tag them in a specific photo. There's a whole big photo album in that group that has all sorts of pictures. All you have to do is you can go to the photo album, or you can just type in the name of the condition or whatever their hair type, and you're going to get a whole bunch of results, and you can just tag them under those. There's also files in the files section if they want to know about the comp plan, let's say, or something like that. All that info is there, and again, you can tag them. So everything is in one place, and you don't need to go looking for things all over the place. Opportunity video wise, the Meet Monat that's up on top, that was done by myself. A lot of people like sharing that one. You can share that one, or you can type in Meet Monat and you'll see different Meet Monats from all kinds of different team members of ours. So you can pick your favorite one and you can share whichever one you like. So, and then message them when done. You can say that, hey, so I added you to this group called Discover Monat with Team Freedom Factory, and I tagged you in a video that explains more about the business side that you wanted to know more about. So the video is about 17 minutes long. I'll get back to you in about 20 minutes after you're done watching to see if you have any questions and to see what you like best. So we'll talk about how to actually use the third-party tools then. I know that I already jumped into it a little bit. But after popping a prospecting question, the things that we learned in lesson number 2. So they say that, yes, I would love to learn more. What do you do next? You're going to say something like, awesome. Would you like to know more about the products, business side, or both? I never want to assume that they want to do one or the other. People have surprised me so many times. People who I think that, oh, they'll be just a product user, but they say that, hey, I want to know more about how to make money. Then they respond. They will tell you something, whether it's business, products, both. And you can say, okay, cool. I have a video that explains things way better than I could. If I sent it to you, how soon could you watch it? They'll say, right now, 6 o'clock, whatever it may be. And you can say, here it is. It's about 15 minutes long. I'll check back with you in 20 minutes to see what you like best. If they responded, oh, I can watch it at 6 p.m. tonight, you send the video to them, 5 minutes before 6, and then you tell them the same thing. Here it is. It's about 15 minutes long. I will check back with you. So you don't want to send it too early. Like if right now it's noon, and they say that they'll watch it at 6 p.m. And if you send the video right away, they won't remember by 6 o'clock that they even need to watch it. it's funny how it works with people. So send it closer to the time. So I'm going to give you some homework here, and then we'll open it up for questions. But reach out to at least 10 new people from your contact list using the formulas you learned today. I know we did it last week. Keep going. Try at least 10 new people a week. And then follow up with also 10 people who you previously prospected. If you have any conversations that you want reviewed or have input on, send them to myself. And also when you're done with your homework, just send a quick message to me. But does anybody have any questions? Anything I can answer? Anything that was maybe unclear? Did I go too fast? I'll just unmute you all. Hello, hello.
I guess I've got a question.
Sure.
I thought that we were to add people to the hair testimonies page. I guess I didn't realize we could add
No. Okay, so no, it's not wrong at all. I'm telling you, there's so many third-party tools out there. The hair testimonies page is a fantastic one as well. The main thing is that, like, I love the hair testimonies group, and I love kind of stealing pictures from there, which we are allowed to do. But the biggest thing why I love our own ATM group, I feel it's like a little bit of a safer environment because it's just our team and our prospects. So we know that there's no weird poaching or whatever going on, which I have sometimes heard is an issue.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that before.
With a big group, that's like my only concern, because I want to make sure that your guys' prospects are protected. And I mean, if they are your warm market, they're not going to go with anyone else anyway. So you can definitely continue using it. It's a great resource. But overall, I guess adding people to either of these groups, the big benefit is that even after you have added them there, and let's say you don't even touch base with them for a couple of weeks, we keep posting things in those groups, right?
And it pops up.
So it's these little, nuggets that they keep seeing, and it keeps reminding them of you and the conversation that you had with them. And so it does some of the work for you in a really indirect way while you're not in direct contact with them. So do whatever suits you best. This is just like one of the ways. So I never want to force anyone to.
No, I kind of remember you saying that before, but there's a lot to take in still, even.
For sure. Yeah, and I didn't bring the hair testimonies group in here just for the sake of just trying to keep it simple. But in the ATM group, in the Discover group, there is a pretty extensive library of testimonials as well, like a pretty big album. So most conditions are kind of covered there that people have, from like hair loss to psoriasis to eczema to whatever they may have. So, but yeah, do what works best for you. Yeah, anyone else? Any other questions?
I have a question, Pile.
For sure. Hi.
About the first example that you showed for us to go through. I was wondering.
This one?
Yeah, if we would have used maybe sending them to our website for pricing rather than putting the pricing in the email. No?
I wouldn't do that personally, because they'll see 40 something different products and they'll be so overwhelmed.
Okay.
I personally don't send them to my website, honestly, until they say that, okay, yes, let's do this. And even then I ask them that, okay, sometimes the website can be confusing. I know it's not, but I kind of say that, it can be confusing. Would you like me to take your info and enter it for you so it's the simplest and quickest for you? And 90% of the time they'll say sure, yes, and I'll ask if they can get on the phone with me, or if they want to send me the information via like a text or whatever.
Okay.
But I find that
so you wouldn't even use the influencer website. You would just pick from the influencer website what you want them to see, like you would the video or whatever. You would just send them.
So yes, this person, she was not on Facebook, right? Is that correct?
No, No.
No. So if they are not on Facebook, yes, you can go, if you any of you guys have the Monat Connect app. I know you have to pay like $20 a month for it. So I know some people don't have it, but it's the Monat Connect app. If you have that one, then you can send them videos from the Connect app. Let me see. I think they actually changed something. Let me hop over to my back office and see if there is a way to send them videos and things from the back office. And if not, we do have Meet Monat videos and things like that on YouTube as well. So that's another way for you to share them.
Send it via Messenger or something, right?
Yeah, but let me see. I believe the back office now lets you share things as well. So let me go in here and I'll just show you how and where you would find them. Oops.
I just found that out myself the other day, that you don't have to have Facebook to have Messenger, because I had a lady that is not on Facebook anymore as well.
Yeah.
Right. So I know it's kind of interesting how they have changed some of these things. Okay, so I'm gonna share my back office with you guys. Oh my gosh, snowplow's going past. It's so loud. Hopefully you guys don't hear it.
I thought I heard, what is that?
Too funny. So in your back office, when you log in and then you go to resources and then you go to resource library, most of you should know where that is. This is where you're gonna end up. And let's say somebody says that they want to find out more about whatever product. You would go into the product information. And there, let's say that they want more information about, I don't know, something common, like the hydration system. And you can go in here and you have info sheets for the hydration system, but also the separate in-depth product info. So the replenish mask that comes in the system, the renew shampoo, restore, leave-in conditioner. And what you can actually do from here, I don't know if it's gonna block the view here, but let's say they want the whole system. So you click on the system and you get the info sheet. Let me see if you can do it from here. No. So you click on that one, and I believe there is a way to share it. So yes, I don't know if you guys see my left-hand side or right-hand side.
No.
Okay, this darn thing is over. How can I make it smaller? I just have to make it smaller so you guys could kind of see it. Do you see it now?
No.
Do you see my back office?
Yes.
You do? Okay, so on the right-hand side, you see that you can like download it. So what you could do if somebody really wants to get this one, you could download it as a PDF and then you could send it to them. So that's one way to send a really nice professional looking piece of information for them or to them. But in general, for videos, there are videos in here as well. And I know some of them you can, I don't know why it's doing that to me. Okay, there. But they used to have videos here as well. Okay, so that one is not there. Okay, but I will give you a way how you can go and find a video to send. I'll actually send it, I'll send it in the chat so you guys can save it. So what I'll do, the AMB class chat that we have, I will send you a link to a Meet Monat that's on YouTube that you can share with people. So I'll do it that way because I don't think you guys can copy and paste from the Zoom here anyway.
Okay.
But I'll send one to you just in case you have people who are just, maybe they're just not whatever on Facebook at all and they need to find a way. So you can do it that way. So there we are. Any other questions? Somebody typed something in the chat. Lori doesn't know how to send a PDF. When it comes to that point, Lori, ask your upline and she could definitely help you out with that. It's a pretty common and simple thing. So I'm not going to go into that right now because that could take a while. Yes. Anybody else? No? We're good? Well, in that case, just get to your homework and I'm going to see you Okay, I'm gonna actually talk to you about it because next Sunday at this time I'm gonna be flying, and I'm not gonna be here at the usual time. So next Sunday, this class is gonna happen. Let me tell you. So that's gonna be on the 10th of February. We're gonna aim to do it at about. You guys are gonna hate me, especially in the Pacific time zone. But we're gonna aim to do it at about like 5:30 a.m. in the morning Pacific, and about 8:30 a.m. Eastern.
Okay.
What day?
I'll send a note on the 10th. So it's gonna be a Sunday again, but just because I'm coming back from the leadership summit in Nashville, I'll literally be on an airplane at this time. So, but I'll record it.
AM instead.
It's gonna be AM instead. Yeah.
Okay.
And I will record it, even if nobody can come at that time. At least it will be recorded, so you guys can
I'll
watch
be
it.
there.
Okay.
I'll be there.
Okay. All the East Coasters, they're happy, and Corey is thinking, oh my gosh, there's not gonna be enough coffee that day. All right. Well, you guys are all amazing. We'll see you next week. Love you all. Wait to go showing up to these classes and rocking your businesses. Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.